It seems Colorado football has fans everywhere. Their game against Oregon, which was over immediately, at the end of the first quarter, that game was over, still drew over 10 million viewers on ABC. It was the largest Nielsen-measured audience of the season. It was the most watched college football game of the year. Again, if you didn't watch, it was over early in the second quarter. The 36-point loss averaged a higher rating than Ohio State Notre Dame on NBC, which, for the record, was prime time and was one of the great games ever. I mean, you got Notre Dame and Ohio State, so two of the five most important and historically significant programs in college football history, going head-to-head on a game that quite literally was decided on the final play, and Colorado-Oregon had more viewers. That's incredible to me.
This is astonishing. These numbers really popped off the page. We asked last week if Colorado-Oregon would outrate Ole Miss Alabama, which was on head-to-head at 3:30. That game on CBS, the SEC game on CBS, again, we had Colorado-Oregon on ABC. We more than doubled the SEC. More than doubled an SEC game in which Nick Saban's team was featured.
Yeah.
Like, Deion Sanders is a singular force in college football. You compared him last week to Tiger Woods. That is 100% right. You and I have done pieces in the past showing how much higher TV ratings are on Master Sundays when Tiger Woods is in contention.
Yeah.
That's happening. 4 of the top 7 college football games this season by TV rating have been Colorado's 4 games. That's crazy.
The most unique stars in sports are the ones who can bring non-sports fans into the tent. Those are few and far between. I don't know how many of those we've got. Basketball is a sport where they tend to build up the stars more than anything. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, the list of players. The sport is built around the stars, and they become celebrities. I feel like basketball players, for the most part, are celebrities on a different level. Football players generally aren't celebrities on anywhere near the same level. In recent NFL memory, the only ones who I feel have really broken through that would be a very small handful of quarterbacks like Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. It's a small group. Funny as it sounds to say, a person who does it now is Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce has become there were people watching that game this weekend who otherwise would absolutely not have been watching a football game because Taylor Swift was sitting in the stands. And as silly as it may sound, that will help NBC's numbers Sunday night, Jets-Chiefs, if it's a blowout, if she's there. I genuinely believe that. If that game is the blowout we all expect it to be, it will do one number if she's not there and a different number, a higher number, if she is there. Well, this is my way of leading up to saying Deion Sanders is bringing people to the television who would not otherwise be watching a college football game.
Well, let me ask you a question. I really enjoyed and agreed with Dan Orlovsky last week when he said this reminded him of the Fab Five, probably the most culturally significant team ever, or at least in recent memory. But the Fab Five was really good. I mean, they made it to the national championship game in back-to-back seasons.
Right.
Does Colorado have to be great? Do they have to be good to continue to generate this kind of interest? I don't get the sense that this is like a novelty, like a one-hit wonder kind of thing, but I do wonder if there's like a floor for how good they have to be.
There is. I don't know what that floor is. I don't think they have to beat USC this weekend to keep it going. I think if they lose by 40 again, it has to diminish at least a little bit of the excitement. But I think it's also worth reminding the people who don't know sports the way we do, all these fans who are tuning in because of the Deion factor, that what he's already doing is almost impossible. He took over a team that won 1 game last year, and they're going to win 5, 6, 7 games this season. Doing that under any normal circumstance is coach of the year type of stuff. Now we're sitting here saying, well, you got to go beat USC Saturday. That's probably unrealistic.
What's just so wild to me is that this is a sport for which tradition and heritage matters more than any other. Watching Ohio State play Notre Dame in South Bend on Saturday night was so charming for people of all ages. And Deion Sanders' celebrity coaching at Colorado has already surpassed and usurped any of that stuff. He's the only person in the world that I think could do this. And to do it in college football especially, I think is absolutely remarkable.
He also, by the way, right now has the worst team he's going to have. which is to say they're going to get better. You're asking me how good do they have to
Right.
be? I don't know about this year. They're going to get better than this next year and the year after that. Because if you don't think high school kids all over the country are saying, oh, I want to be a part of that.
Give me something. Try to shake